You gonna be
You
able
just
to
muted
use
it so we could do it. I got you.
it.
Okay, so we're gonna have what? 4 13 sets, right?
Yeah, 413.
And then we'll have 3 2-minute breaks or 4 2-minute breaks.
I think it's no, it's four
4
2 minutes. What do you mean it's 3?
3 2-minute breaks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because we do what? Well, there's also one at the end.
Oh, yeah. I
You don't
count
count
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just making
so
sure.
I guess if we
Yeah,
go
I
about
didn't
shit
count that
niggas
one.
don't count, we doing 3.
Yeah.
3 2-minute breaks.
Okay, so let me get on here on Facebook and share. Ray. Oh, damn, I can't even share. I forget, I'm blocked on Facebook, y'all.
You blocked on Facebook.
Yes.
But you know you can hear it, right? You gotta unmute.
Oh, I'm gonna just copy the link. Y'all already know who this is. It's your girl Key Weezy, aka Miss Multiple Streams, if you know what I mean. And guess what? We are back with another kickback. And I got the one and only 5.
I gotta put this up here. Okay. All right.
Go ahead and introduce yourself. You're so silly. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No.
I'm the guest. I'm the guest today. I'm guesting today.
Listen, we have 5G the truth in here today. So listen, with that being said, guess tell us what you do, where you from, you feel me, and give us a little background on everything that you came here to talk about today.
Oh, Just like that.
Just like that. We gonna
Just
kick
right off the bat.
We gonna kick back. We gonna
Like we just gonna go right into
right
it.
into it.
Okay.
Just like that.
So, where should I start? Shout out to New Orleans.
Hey.
Right now, Louisiana. Actually, I came here after Hurricane Katrina.
Okay.
So I think I should start right there. But then when I got here, I kind of seen another field that I was interested in, like the nightlife.
Okay.
So I started, I guess, managing nightclubs and doing the street team, and got interested in managing businesses, went into corporate America a little bit.
Had to step up real quick.
Yeah. And then I wanted to be an entrepreneur because I just don't like working for people.
What you said, because
I don't like nobody tell me what to do.
Yeah.
I feel like as a man, I know my responsibilities on what I should do.
Most definitely.
And so I went into entrepreneurship, started my own company, and now I'm the #1 salesman and the only authorized T-Mobile dealer in the Midwest.
Oh.
Yeah.
The only
one that has it.
Oh, okay.
So and then we just pulled up. Yeah, round of applause on that.
Talking shit.
Yeah, round of applause. BOB, Black Owned Business.
Yes.
RDH Enterprise Corporations is the name of my company, and I'm hiring. So if anybody wants to apply for it, y'all can come down and see me at my office. Hit me on Facebook. And then we just picked up another contract. You as well.
Definitely.
Right.
We've been
Oak
working.
Street Health.
Hey, we've been working.
We've been working. So
in the streets working.
Yeah. So we got a new facility coming. The beginning of December, they building us a brand new building right there on 18th and Algonquin. And we're gonna be running the facility called Oak Street Health. You know, I had to bring you in.
I know. Listen,
Right.
it's crazy. We've been networking, so we had to collab for real.
I take care of my peoples. If one thing you can say, if you work with Ray, he's gonna take care of you. He's gonna get you some money.
Most definitely. And you feed the people too.
And I feed them too. So.
Hey, my boys are here well fed today. New Orleans style.
New Orleans style.
So let me ask you this. What's the best thing about being a business owner for you personally? Is it just because you get to do what you want, or is it more of the aspect of being able to help other people?
Bam. One of my favorite quotes is by Muhammad Ali, and he says, the good deeds you do for others is the rent you pay here on earth. And that's a quote that I stand by.
Yeah.
Me being a 16-year United States Marine, honorable discharge, and served in Afghanistan. Shout out to all my Marines over there, over in Afghanistan. Actually, the last Marine left yesterday. So as of today, there are no more American soldiers in Afghanistan.
Yes, Lord.
As of today, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Good. Yeah, that is a good thing.
But entrepreneurship kind of puts you in a outside of the box, because every day you wake up, you know you gotta go get that money. Every day you wake up, you gotta be driving your own motivation. Every day you wake up, you're responsible for yourself.
True.
So jump off the porch. That's all I can say, you know.
Hey, listen, he's damn right about jumping off the porch.
Jump off the porch. Fail. Because you're not learning if you're not failing. Right?
So let's talk about that. So when you fail, how do you come back from your failures? If you have to, like, you know, recover your tracks and start all over, what is your comeback like?
I was listening to Rick Ross probably about, I like listening to Rick Ross's audiobooks.
Okay.
And he said something. He said,
Rose.
Rose said, man, you supposed to fail at least 10 times. Because on that 11th try and you hit big, don't nobody care about those 10 times you fail.
Real talk.
So my advice would be to fail as many times until you hit it big. Right?
Hey, that's a good idea. I like that. Because listen,
that's what I do.
I've definitely failed.
Because I done failed a lot.
I'm trying to tell you.
I done failed so many times, but I keep getting myself up, and I mean, you know.
You gotta fail. I feel like if you don't fail, you're not gonna be able to succeed. You feel me? So
right.
It's just a step and process for you. Like you gotta take that step back.
You do. And you can't be afraid to fail either, especially if you're a parent. You know what I mean? If you have children and you scared to fail, what do you think your kids don't do? They're gonna be bigger failures
Yeah,
because you ain't teaching them nothing.
and they see that you scared to do it.
How you gonna teach your kids something if you ain't never done it? If you ain't never tried to open no business, how you gonna teach your son to run a business?
True.
Right?
They can't
This
never
is
get
kinda
that
how I look
generational
at it.
wealth though. That's
Right.
crazy. They just be not getting it because of the parents sometimes. So it's a little crazy.
Yeah, and you know we grew up on the other side of the track.
True.
You know, we're not as fortunate as some growing up in America to have the resources to be able to provide for our children
Yes.
and have that literacy because they don't do that in the black and brown communities. So, but the good thing about that is that as long as you know that, you can get out. Does it make sense?
Yes. It definitely does.
A lot of people think they have to stay in the box when we was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
You got to think outside the box.
Definitely.
Right.
It makes sense though, because every time you step outside the box and you get outside your comfort zone, and then 9 out of 10
Get
times,
shaky.
you start to,
You know,
you
and
find
that's
out which way you need to go.
right. And that's why I'm saying if you get a chance, even if you're working in corporate America right now, and I think it's a really good time to start your own business
Correct.
and just work it. You know what I mean? Just work your own business, learn it, so that way you can duplicate it, and then later on it'll become a successful business.
Yeah. So
That's my business model.
So that's the go. That's
Yeah.
the go. So listen, there's this quote out here that says, you feel me, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. How do you feel like when it comes to your connections and your friends that you hang with on a regular basis? How does that impact your future?
Well, my best friend is my attorney. Shout out to Chad Graham. If you need him, I'll give you his number.
Shout out to Chad.
So I don't know. You know, I'm able to network with a lot of people because I have an open mind.
Okay.
And when you networking with the right people, they'll put you in front of the other right people. So my mindset is, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room.
True. I
always try to put myself in a room that has way more brilliant men, women. It don't matter what color. But I don't want to be in a room with a bunch of people that know less than me. So to answer that question, I don't know. I mean,
it makes
I
sense.
see a lot of my things that I do is because I see more than what I used to do. And it goes back to saying that if I didn't make the mistakes that I've made in the past, then I wouldn't even think about being in a room full of people that I can't even communicate with.
It makes sense though, 'cause
Yeah.
it shows your level of your mindset has
Right.
changed. So you're a whole different man now. You thinking different.
Thinking different.
I like that.
Right.
It's definitely true though. So let me ask you this: when it comes to corporations, what's the difference between like dealing with the corporation side of things versus the whole entrepreneur thing? Because there's definitely a big
Budget.
difference. Budget. It's the budget.
Your budget.
You got more money.
I mean, you got more. Look, I mean,
Right, they be having company
you take-
cards and
I
everything.
mean, yeah, like I was a distribution loss prevention manager for Lowe's, so I used to go around and open up, you know, different Lowe's locations.
Okay.
And you know, I was the one that was telling them to put the cameras here, put it there, put it there, put it there. You know, I had a $650,000 budget just for my CCTV cameras. I mean, however I wanted my offices to be for my LPs, which is my loss preventions, their offices to be in what angles, depending on the setup of the company.
Yeah.
Because my lumber could be on the right or it could be on the left. So depending on the way they set it up, I had to go in. I had a $650,000 budget.
Right. Come on, man.
That's crazy, right?
People ain't even seeing that.
I'm like, where we at? We in the meetings. We're like, okay, we're at one point. Well, Raymond, you still got $300,000 to spend. I'm like, what I do with that? But then when I went out to entrepreneurship, it's like a $300,000 budget. I wish I would.
Yeah.
Right. Better make it work with what you got.
Real talk.
That's the only difference. Other than that, entrepreneurship is actually a better. Let me retract. Entrepreneurship will put you in a better position in the long run. How about that?
Okay.
Right. Because at the end of the day, you want to be not working and still making money. Right? That's the goal, right?
Definitely.
Diddy's goal is to make enough money to pay people so that he don't have to work.
True.
Our goal at the beginning of entrepreneurship is to making enough money to where you don't have to work,
True.
but keeping more to yourself.
Makes
right?
sense. Yeah, definitely.
Websites,
Yeah.
and that nature.
Making everything to where
Merchandise,
it can be a little different. That's good though. I like the way you said that because it's important to be in a corporation. That way you can learn the things that you need to learn
Boom.
to be an entrepreneur.
You got to, and I think that's. I'm not going to say I'm successful, but I think that gave me the edge as far as being an entrepreneur, right?
Yeah.
Of course, going to the military, having a discipline, but sitting in board meetings and they're talking about, okay, what are we the percent of sales? Well, our percent of sales is this. Well, how do you get the percent of sales? Well, your percent of sales will shrink. Percent of sales will shrink tells you your bottom line.
You start talking numbers to them.
Right. So, but you wouldn't know that as an entrepreneur if you never sat in those rooms.
True. And
You know what I mean?
In the corporation.
In the corporation. So,
'Cause it's just
don't think you just gonna, come out of high school and just be an entrepreneur. Some people be able to do that, but to be able to do it on a level to where you can advance, it's always good to be around people that can teach you that just been in the corporate level.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I always say, you feel me? I am personally never like too old, to like learn from
Too old.
someone younger than me. And then I'm never like too old to just like learn and
Right.
teach. You feel me? Like it's good to be able to go back and forth and learn from a younger person and then also learn from an older person.
Right.
Like me, I can teach older people and I can also teach younger people. So I'm always with the learning and teaching aspect.
Versatile.
So, gotta be.
Right.
Because if not, like you said, I might be sitting in the room and I'm just the smartest person in the room.
And you ain't learning nothing.
And I can't learn nothing.
Right.
And I'm just teaching everything, but I should be able to learn something from them too. So it's like a vice versa type of thing. So
Right.
it's a good mindset to have for sure. I love entrepreneurs. I'm an entrepreneur myself, and I don't know. I'm feeling like it's time to go to a corporation.
Well, I mean, you got to start somewhere.
I do. You feel
You
me?
got to start somewhere.
And I want to take my business entrepreneurship to the next level. So I feel like that's the way to do it.
With the name of multiple streams,
Yeah.
you already got the mindset that you need multiple streams of income to even
definitely.
survive in America.
Yes, Lord.
So, why not have your own business? I know, like my cousins, being an entrepreneur is being more than just yourself.
Yeah.
And
Definitely.
I'm going to say that.
Most definitely. With that being said, we're going to come back from break, and I got a little game that we're going to play so we can see you be yourself. Is that
Okay.
cool?
That's cool.
You going to have fun with us?
I'm going to have fun.
Okay. All right. T-Mobile with us out here. So
We going to put T-Mobile on the building.
we're gonna put them on the map. We're going to bring it back.
No Limit Cleaning. Your dirt is our business. Commercial cleaning. We educate people on compliance to get through the COVID crisis. Call us at 502-299-0714. No Limit Cleaning. Your dirt is our business. Again, that's 502-299-0714. Want your brand or business featured on the plug? Advertise with us at plugnetworkonline.com. Again, advertise with us at plugnetworkonline.com. We got the eyes that are looking for you.
Are you a poet for the people? Illuminating the emotions of those who know what suffering from an unjust system feels like. Everyone doesn't have the opportunity to hold a crowd by the ears, so for us to take on that role with our God-given craft, it's only right. Are you a poet for the people? A destiny meant not for the weak. We too have suffered trials and tribulations, experienced in rebuilding what was once torn down with the words that we speak.
Changing Image Barbershop is your best choice for your family haircuts. Just off of Hikes Lane in the Bardstown Square Shopping Center. Changing Image Barbershop has lots of parking and plenty of seats inside with a great family environment where every customer is treated professionally and like family. They specialized in the newest styles and cuts. Changing Image is the best barbershop in the Ville. They now have a braider and over 15 barbers available to you. Call them at 502-907-0010 or visit them at 2251 Hikes Lane in the Bardstown Square Shopping Center.
You already know who this is, your girl Key Weezy, and I'm back
She's back in the building.
It's multiple streams if you know what
It's
I mean.
multiple streams if you know what I mean.
Listen, it is game time, man. I don't know about y'all.
Game time.
But somebody said put me in, coach, so I'm about to hop in real quick.
Let's get it.
Listen, so the first game we're going to play is called This or That.
This, you can get with this, or you can get with that.
So all you got to do is just choose between the two that you prefer or, you know.
Gotcha.
You know, it's simple. It's easy.
Simple? I don't like simple.
I mean,
make them difficult.
it is going to be difficult,
Let's
but
go.
it's an easy game because all you got to do is choose between the two. But some of the choices may be hard to choose between you.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
You ready?
So our first category, we're going to start off with food. Let's see what type of food you like. Okay?
Okay.
All right, steak or chicken?
Chicken.
Chicken. All right, so if you got to choose chicken, you want it fried or baked?
Baked.
Oh, man, I love me some fried, but I'm going to go with the baked, too.
You gotta
'cause
go
it's
with
healthy.
the baked, man. Health is wealth. What do you mean?
Listen, it's funny that you
Health
said
is
that.
wealth.
All right, so if you had to choose between mashed potatoes and macaroni, what you rocking with?
Mash. Gotta go with the mash.
Fresh from fresh?
Man,
you know?
Idaho.
Idaho.
No.
Ah, good. Okay. What about greens or green beans?
Gotta go with the greens.
Okay.
I mean, I grew up watching my mama clean greens for 12 hours straight.
12 hours?
Man, we had a big family. Dang. We fed the whole block when we grew up. We just
Okay, I was about to say.
It's a whole different generation now. Let's just not go there.
Hey, you right though, cause
Yeah.
big, grandmas and stuff back in the day used to cook for the whole.
A whole block.
That's everybody.
30
That's
family
everybody,
members.
grandma.
Every Sunday.
On the regular though, for real,
Yeah.
for real. I definitely get it.
That's our era.
So if you had to play sports, what would you choose between golf or tennis?
Definitely tennis.
Okay.
Because I mean,
I gotta stand still and play with golf.
I would
Tennis
definitely
too much movement
tennis.
for my
Because
ass.
if you notice, tennis is more of a international game. You know what I mean? So you in Italy, Australia, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah,
It is definitely a
yeah.
different pay grade, you know.
Yeah, it's a whole different. Look, you get your Nike shirts. I mean, it's a whole different
endorsements and
marketing,
everything.
branding. Yeah, come on now, you got.
Listen, I already know where you
My
at.
answers is coming from jumping off the porch.
Hey, he ain't look back, man. He ain't look back. This man is very talented at everything he does. I'm trying to tell you. Y'all gotta really tap in. So let's talk about graphic design. Let's get into that. How is it, that you became that person to start doing that? Is it something you just wanted to do? Because I ain't never want to do this, but I realized that I got a thing for helping the people, and that's the way to help them.
Well, in the Marine Corps, I worked with MWR, and
What's that mean?
That's pretty much our base event coordinators.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So
The numbers. And the
we were
letters
doing
is-
events. I was booking shows. Taking them to the different military bases. I done a lot of my shows over in Okinawa, Japan.
Okay. Shout out to Japan.
Yeah. So I've done a lot of shows at Camp Pendleton.
Okay.
And when I got out of the Marine Corps, I've always been a good drawer. I can draw real good in that nature. So, I mean, right down the street, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go to school. Actually, I had opened up a bar called Slammers.
Okay.
Shout out to Slammers. I know some people going to be like, yeah, I remember. That was my first bar opened up here, me and a friend of mine. And I just did that nightlife. I didn't like it because I couldn't control it.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Right. So I said, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm going to school. And I ended up going to school right down the street from here, Sullivan Technology. Shout out to Sullivan Technology, my alumni.
Okay.
And went and got a graphic design degree and a web development degree. And I had already had a business degree from UNO, University of New Orleans. I know he knew that.
Thank you.
Right. It's okay. It's okay. Shout out to
UNO.
UNO.
Us now.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Shout out to Delgado because I got a second. Yeah. So Delgado. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
You Mr. Smart Man. Nah.
Well, I mean, education is the key.
Hey, definitely. It's the money. If you get it right, it's the money.
Yeah.
Because everything,
I just never wanted to be dumb.
that is true.
That's
Who
it.
wants to be dumb? Yeah, I guess you. Let me not. I strike that question from the record. Because listen, the people who do not want to learn want to be dumb.
And that's the reason why we created the show, Truth Be Told,
Yeah.
to unlearn, to relearn.
Okay, so tell
Yeah.
us about your show. What is it that you mainly try to get across to the people, and when is it on?
Well, shout out to the Truth Be Told show, www.truthbetold.com. Just got syndicated yesterday by Spotify.
Okay.
So we're now on Spotify as well. So you want to go to Spotify, you can see the Truth Be Told show syndicated worldwide.
Okay.
Not just
worldwide. World star.
Now, yeah. So you can go to Spotify, type in Truth with the E, betold.com, and listen to the podcast. But the podcast came from a really close friend of mine, Mishan. And basically, Mishan's mindset, he's a veteran, retired veteran.
Okay.
Brilliant guy. And it was just, simple. There's a lot of things out there that we as black people believe only because we were taught that.
True.
And a lot of the things that we were taught were untrue.
That's true too.
Because we now know that they will rewrite history in a minute.
Every time they get a chance,
they'll rewrite history.
If they let it print it, it's out there.
And they trying to rewrite the insurrection. I mean, this is crazy. Now, from 20 years from now, if nobody was on that day, and that I would never forget that day, January 6th, right? 3 days before my birthday. January 6th, I would never forget that day, just like I'll never forget 9/11. I was activated. 9/11, that was my first tour. I had to go to Afghanistan. And 23 years from now, some people are going to think that it wasn't an insurrection. They're going to think it was just a rally.
Yeah.
With nice people walking through the Capitol, being escorted.
Right.
Because that's what they're saying, right?
Because that's what they make it seem.
It's because they're trying to rewrite history.
Yeah.
So what Mishan's idea was to bring to the forefront on what really happened to the descendants of black Americans and black slaves. And understanding that we would never be able to get reparations because that's the wrong terminology. Because reparations are only to be given to slaves, and we are not slaves no more.
Right, correct.
Right. So if they was to take that to the Supreme Court, which they're waiting to do, which we're trying to do is change that from reparations to inheritance.
Because we deserve it.
Because we deserve it.
And we're royalty.
And we're royalty, right. So that's what the show's about. It comes on every Tuesday, T-Mobile Tuesday.
Okay.
Get the T-Mobile Tuesday, baby. Sponsored by T-Mobile Tuesday.
That's what's up. What all do you guys be having like free stuff on Tuesdays? Because if you don't got T-Mobile, you might need to rock with them. You feel me? Because they got a whole bunch of little stuff popping out. Bags and, goodies on Tuesday. What's the free stuff y'all be giving away?
That's corporate. I mean,
they give it out.
Download the app. If you don't have T-Mobile, I mean, I would recommend that you would look into it. But if not, download the app. They always giving away something free. Always. Like 2 weeks ago, they was giving away Popeyes sandwiches. The backpacks and all of the trinkets and stuff that I got. Yeah, that's what I get it from.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So shout out to T-Mobile. They always, I guess, giving back to the people who this. Yeah. You buy it anyway. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they making no dividends on your phone bill. So stop over there at the Southland Terrace store, holler at Tori, and he'll take care of you.
That's what's up. Yeah. That's what's up. Southland Terrace. Go send them over, man. You funny. But listen, so is it real hard just being like that guy as far as like having so many ways that you can go out here and make money and connect with people? Do the ladies go crazy? Is it something that you have to deal with?
Well, I'm 44 years old.
Oh, you old.
Right. I'm an old man. You know what I mean? So I mean, I can say I've played those games already. Like, I've been married before. My relationships last for years.
I feel you.
So I've never been an option. I've never been no option to them. I worked in a bar where I had, 8 of the most beautifulest girls in the city. You know what I mean? So no, anybody could just get my attention though if they wanted to or not. But I'm just saying in general, like, I've never had that issue when I got here, because you got to realize I've lived in like 6 different countries. Right. I done dated Okinawa women, you know what I mean? Okay, Australian women, Germany women, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Okay.
Right.
Some baddies, yeah, some baddies.
I mean, if that's what y'all call them.
Oh, Lord. What was wrong with these women? Were they a little off, even though they were Germany women? And
no. I mean, I love women. Okay. So depending on, the energy of the woman, but I've just never been attracted to a club woman.
I feel you.
So I guess it was easy for me to be in the nightlife and not try to be with a girl who comes in the club.
You know, I'm on one of these clubs.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
look,
like,
shh.
You here drunk, girl?
No, I've never been that type of guy.
That's good. So what's the most important thing about going out here and starting new businesses? Because people are scared and they don't want to take that leap of faith sometimes. And I tell them, like, if you don't fall on your ass, then you won't be able to get back up. So what's that, important thing about getting started?
I guess like Nike.
Just do it.
Just do it.
They be scared though.
Just do
Hey,
it.
scared money don't make no money though. That's what I learned.
I mean, that's OG saying. Scared money don't make no money.
True.
And that, and that's in real life.
That's true.
I mean, you want to put $100 investment into something, you gonna make what?
Yeah.
You gonna put $1,000 investment, you gonna make what?
Right. You got.
So why don't you save up and put a $10,000 investment in it?
Yeah.
Right.
Maximize it.
And maximize it.
Yeah.
Maximize your investment in everything you do.
Most definitely.
If you think your investment only needs $5, put 50 in it. You see what I'm saying? If your
a
investment,
little extra.
man, look, if your investment, if you feel like, whenever you sit down and you do your book of business, and you say, okay, this is what I'm gonna need for that month,
Okay.
times it by 2.
Just in
And if
case.
it takes you another month to get that, then do it. Because the return on investment would be a lot better than scared money.
True.
That's the reason why they say scared money don't make money. Scared money is like you got it, but you got the 1,000, but you only want to put 500 in.
And that's the thing. They be having all the money in the world to spend on whatever, but they will not start a business. You feel me?
Because I
They'll
mean,
buy that
everybody's
Gucci
not
belt and them shoes.
Everybody's not a boss.
You know?
Everybody can't give direction.
True.
And I can actually say that because I'm a serviceman. I'm a Marine. I went to boot camp in Paris Island. And anybody that's a CEO, anybody that's running their own business will tell you what I'm about to say. You can't lead if you've never followed.
True.
Period. If you can't follow, how you gonna lead?
You gotta learn.
So a
from
lot
somewhere.
of people y'all see or may think because of what they got that they can run a business, and they can't because they never follow nobody. Does it make sense?
Yeah, you gotta have.
They never
mentors.
sat under nobody and said, how you do it? They never had nobody look at them and say, go do this,
True.
because they were undependable. So how can you follow or lead if you're undependable? So I mean, it all comes into play.
Most
It all comes
definitely.
into play.
I agree with you, man. We gotta have somebody to follow, and then you gotta be able to lead at the same time. So it's
Right.
very important. We're gonna come back from break. We're gonna go a little deeper into the conversation, man. We're gonna be back soon. And I'm gonna show y'all what we're gonna do.
The kickback.
It's the kickback. We kicking it.
We kicking it.
Always. That's what we do.
Want your brand or business featured on The Plug? Advertise with us at plugnetworkonline.com. Again, advertise with us at plugnetworkonline.com. We got the eyes that are looking for you.
Are you a poet for the people? Illuminating the emotions of those who know what suffering from an unjust system feels like. Everyone doesn't have the opportunity to hold a crowd by the ears, so for us to take on that role with our God-given craft, it's only right. Are you a poet for the people? A destiny meant not for the weak. We too have suffered trials and tribulations, experienced in rebuilding what was once torn down with the words that we speak.
No Limit Cleaning. Your dirt is our business. Commercial cleaning. We educate people on compliance to get through the COVID crisis. Call us at 502-299-0714. No Limit Cleaning. Your dirt is our business. Again, that's 502-299-0714.
Changing Image Barbershop is your best choice for your family haircuts. Just off of Hikes Lane in the Bardstown Square Shopping Center. Changing Image Barbershop has lots of parking and plenty of seats inside with a great family environment where every customer is treated professionally and like family. They specialized in the newest styles and cuts. Changing Image is the best barbershop in the Ville. They now have a braider and over 15 barbers available to you. Call them at 502-907-0010 or visit them at 2251 Hikes Lane in the Bardstown Square Shopping Center.
It's your girl Key Weezy, aka Miss Multiple Streams, if you know what I mean, and we are back with the kickback. Listen, we're about to get a little deeper because we realize that people's mindsets are not like ours. So
mental health is important.
Oh, listen, you damn right about that because mental health is important. But let's talk about why is the mindset so important, because people don't understand why they should change their mindset. But why is it so important to you to have a,
Well, I got kids, so
I ain't got no kids, man.
I mean, lucky you.
I know. I just hate it.
Not lucky you. Kids are beautiful. Kids are blessings. I learned a lot from my kids. My kids actually made me grow up.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And maybe that's
what it was.
Boom.
They changed your mindset.
There you
You're
go.
not living for yourself no more. You living for your kids, and you gotta influence their direction.
So
that makes sense.
The mindset is sort of like, to me, common sense, but everybody don't have it.
True.
Right? Everybody don't have the common sense.
Definitely don't.
So if you'll continue, the definition, what is it? Insanity is the continuation of doing things over and over and again, thinking you're going to expect different results. Right? Yeah. That's the mindset. If you see yourself continually to do something and it's not working, wouldn't your mind tell you to try something different?
Exactly.
Right?
But they don't think like that.
They don't think like that.
I swear.
And it's crazy because
they did the same shit for 10 years, talking about I just still can't catch a break. Yeah, because you're still doing the same shit.
Right. And it's mind boggling to me that, like, the neighborhoods that I grew up in, I grew up around, the drug dealers. I grew up around the pimps, and I grew up around Cotter Homes, Southwick, Callio, LaSalle,
the hood,
CDP, Clarksdale. I mean, I grew up around all of that, but I never sold drugs. You know why? It only took me one time to see somebody get.
Yeah. That's what it was for me. I was like, "Are you going to jail for that?
For that?
Okay.
you for how long?
Years?
And with just dudes? Nah, I ain't doing that.
No girls?
But that's the mindset. No women in a box. You talking about that same movie that we was watching when I was a kid and they was in jet with the flip flop? Nah, I ain't doing that.
Not doing it.
Nah, I ain't doing it. But that's the mindset. But the mindset can also be tricky because it may not even be their mindset.
True.
And that's what I see that we're probably having with these children out here.
Definitely.
Bad influences.
Definitely.
Right.
Because I don't even feel like they're old enough to have informed a mindset at this point. So it has to be what's around them and what they see.
Bad influences. Social media. Shout out to the 70s. I'm old. When we didn't have cell phones.
He's old.
We didn't even have cell phones.
They had pagers.
We had a pager. And we used to sit up on a cordless phone all night till it went dead.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? So our mindset growing up was on family more.
Definitely.
And church and neighborhood and neighbors, and that's, but there was other stuff going on that people indulged themselves in. But it seemed like when I grew up, we had an option.
Okay.
Right. You had an option.
You could choose. You gonna go down this path?
Yeah.
Or you gonna go down this
path? Because I know a lot of my friends got college degrees. A lot of my friends own their businesses, own their homes, got wives, making good money.
Yeah.
A lot of my friends. A lot.
As they should.
Well, I mean, the generation now, I don't see that.
True.
I don't see it, but we gonna get better. And that was one of the reasons why we created the Truth to Be Told show, so we can unlearn and relearn.
Definitely.
And we have to
unlearn.
Right. We have to unlearn and relearn our adults right now.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm glad that you started something for the people, because everybody think they know it all and they don't. So you just unprogramming them and showing them a different way is very important.
Yeah.
What are some of your affirmations in the morning to start your day? Like I do a little bit of meditation. So like what's something that you do to keep you on well ground?
I mean, you know, being in the military, I've always been an exercise guy. So I usually do a little running. I try to do it every day, but I don't. But living, you know, in a Nulu area, like it's a breath of fresh air to just start jogging and you be at the waterfront.
Okay.
But definitely I start my day out by prayer every morning, whether it's, you know, I get out of the bed or whatever, in the shower, wherever it is, I'm gonna make sure I pray.
That's what's up.
And then I text my kids and then I go on by my day.
So cute. So cute. What you be saying? You like, have a good day, daughter.
And look,
that's what's up.
I send them a scripture.
So cute.
Yeah.
I love it.
You gotta, you know, or I send them, the beginning of school, one thing I sent my kids was the definition of friends. And I said, you know, have you ever really read the definition of the word friend?
That way they know.
No, have you read it?
No.
It's
Tell me. Teach us, come on.
I don't know
truth.
the exact, but somewhere in that definition it says somebody who will not let others harm you. I think that was the most important piece of that definition.
That was the lesson too.
They got me.
Yeah.
Because
That's true. A true friend ain't gonna let that happen.
Man, nope. They're gonna pull up.
Who?
Yeah.
He said
Yeah. And one of my favorite quotes is like, you know, if I'm your friend and you allowing somebody else to say something about me and he ain't or she ain't smacked before they get to the end of the sentence,
You ain't my friend.
You ain't my friend.
For real.
Right. So, but that's the unlearn to relearn.
Definitely.
So my children gonna know. If you ain't smacking somebody, if you can come back and tell me what somebody said without showing me,
Oh Lord.
they palm me.
Don't have your kids in here fighting.
Now, they ain't gonna be fighting. You just don't call them your friends.
Hey, that's true though.
Right. They call school mates.
Schoolmates.
Schoolmates.
I like that. I like
Mates.
that. But ain't your friend, baby. Don't say that. That's,
Right.
It's your schoolmate.
That's it.
That's your schoolmate.
Okay.
I love it. You got to program the kids too these days.
Protect it.
I love it. I love it. You got to. Where's the next country that you would like to go to?
The next country?
Yeah. Where have you not been that you would just like put on that bucket list and just get up through?
Right now, nowhere.
Okay.
Nowhere's safe.
Nowhere? Yeah, 'cause
Nowhere's
it's
safe.
You're right. It's unsafe.
It's very unsafe, but I mean,
If it was safe, where would you go?
if it was safe, Canada.
Okay. What they got in there? I don't know. They got a lot to offer?
They got land.
Ooh.
Cheap.
I need land.
Free healthcare.
Ooh.
I can keep going.
I heard about that.
Free education.
Oh.
Free admissions.
Free everything. So it sound like.
It's clean air. It's taxes is
no
low.
pollution?
It's everything. The emissions in Canada is low.
What you mean by emissions?
The smog, emissions, gas. You know, the reason for our ozone. Remember, I grew up in an era we believed in science. You ever heard of the ozone layer?
A little bit.
A little bit.
I don't remember too much about it.
See,
though.
because they got rid of that.
They did because they started teaching
But you
other
know
stuff.
that the ozone layer is real. You know,
Yeah.
there's different layers when you go in out of space, right?
I guess.
See,
I don't
they
know.
stopped teaching y'all that.
They did because
Emissions is the gases that we pull up into the ozone.
it starts with
So
an E.
the reason why it's so hot, the reason why they're saying it's climate change, and that's true. Because of so many of the emissions, the United States and everybody else has broken those layers, and that's the reason why the sun feels so hot, because those layers are gone. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
The reason why the ocean is doing what it's doing and floods and all of that is because the sun is hitting the ocean and is creating, you know, volcanoes. I mean, science is real.
Yeah.
Okay?
Definitely.
So that's what I meant by emissions and ozone layer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You better teach me something. Listen, I can't go nowhere without learning something. Like, you too smart for me. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah.
Listen.
I'm just a little older.
True.
Right.
Oh, this. Hey, I got clowned every time. But listen, though, it's good to have older friends because me personally, I can't hang around these young people. They don't got the right mindset for
But
me.
it's the wrong idea.
You know?
It's the wrong idea. We can't run from them.
I mean,
And I think it's the thing.
I don't want to run from them. I just don't want to hang with them.
I mean, but so that's the reason why they're out there like that.
They need me.
They need you.
All right.
They need you.
Alright.
You got to give back.
All right. I feel you. That's why I love my dog Tyler Bands, man. You know, I gotta tap into him.
Right.
Cause he's about 22 and he's crazy.
Right.
But you heard me?
Right.
He always needs somebody to be there for him. So I do a lot of mentoring, but I never think about how much they need me. So
I'm gonna tell you something that's so true. I had DC Johnson on my podcast probably about 2 weeks ago, and he said something that makes sense on why I said don't do that. And he said the children are the future.
True.
Right? So if we're forgetting about the kids,
come on, Key. I always say this. Come on now.
Like, what are we looking forward to?
Right.
Right?
You're right.
If the kids are the future.
Yeah.
But we gonna forget about them because we don't want to deal with them. Why we won't deal with them? How you think your future gonna look?
That's right, though.
Right?
Listen, that's why I say I want to build this academy. Which I think, listen, I want to build this academy that teaches the kids how to be legislative. So the Congress, you know, from the jump, like when they little, that way by the time they grow up, they already programmed to go take over the, the White House and everything. Because that's really what it needs to be.
Well,
I feel like if we get more colored people in office, then we can make some changes. That's why I'm saying we got to train our kids. If we got to catch them when they 5, 6, you feel me?
Right.
Have them going to some academy that's going to teach them to grow up to be these people. Because if not, all it takes is the streets, the television, the phone, or whatever it is to catch your child. And,
I agree.
You know, so
I agree.
That's one of the things I always wanted to do. That's a bucket list thing for me, is to start something for the kids to make sure they grow up to be the next politicians and like presidents. You feel me?
That basketball down era. We got to put that down. We got
That's exactly what I mean.
Down.
The sports is not always the option. It's not always where it's at. You know.
That's what the systematic system has done. Though.
Yeah, because they teach us. They be like, oh, if you can't be a rapper, you gotta be a basketball player. You gotta play sports. That's the only way for you to make real money.
But just think about it though. Let's look at that situation that happened at the Clippers. Remember?
What Clippers? Remember the basketball team? No,
the Clippers.
No.
Well, they had the owner on tape saying certain things about certain individuals. But really, that's how they feel.
Right.
He's the owner of a basketball team, and all of the players are black. What's that? It's kind of like slave, right? Mentality, right?
Yeah.
And so, are we here to just entertain? No, we can pass legislation.
Yeah.
Right?
For real.
I think Tupac said it best. We wasn't ready for a black president.
True.
Right? And what we did, and what we meant by that was, we can't just worry about the president. We got to worry about elected officials.
Exactly.
We got to vote for sheriffs. We got to vote for district council men and women. We got to vote
all of those.
All
things.
of that.
And that's why I said we got to have an academy that starts them when they're young. To anything that's powerful in this world that really makes a difference.
Yeah.
They need to go be that.
Basketball down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Pick up that book. Here's we'll give them the Declaration of Independence and everything.
Pick up the gavel.
Learning everything.
No more basketballs and footballs. We're picking up gavels.
We sending our
judges.
We sending our kids
lawyers.
to court.
We send them to court.
Yeah.
So that way we can judge each other.
For real.
Right.
And get a fair judgment at the end of the day, because you feel me. 9 out of 10 times, if you go see a judge, it's gonna be white.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And we need more black judges. So, listen, we gotta do something for the kids in the community. I'm feeling like I gotta go help the kids now.
Help the kids
I'm about to go help the kids. Key love the kids. I ain't gonna lie, I love the kids, man. We're gonna wrap it up, man. We're gonna come right back, man.
The kickback.
It is the kickback. Y'all know it is Kiwis, baby. We out here.
Want your brand or business featured on The Plug? Advertise with us at plugnetworkonline.com. Again, advertise with us at plugnetworkonline.com. We got the eyes that are looking for you.
Are you a poet for the people? Illuminating the emotions of those who know what suffering from an unjust system feels like. Everyone doesn't have the opportunity to hold a crowd by the ears, so for us to take on that role with our God-given craft is only right. Are you a poet for the people? A destiny meant not for the weak. We too have suffered trials and tribulations, experienced in rebuilding what was once torn down with the words that we speak.
No Limit Cleaning, Your dirt is our business. Commercial cleaning. We educate people on compliance to get through the COVID crisis. Call us at 502-299-0714. No limit cleaning. Your dirt is our business. Again, that's 502-299-0714.
Changing Image Barbershop is your best choice for your family haircuts. Just off of Hikes Lane in the Bardstown Square Shopping Center. Changing Image Barbershop has lots of parking and plenty of seats inside with a great family environment where every customer is treated professionally and like family. They specialized in the newest styles and cuts. Changing Image is the best barbershop in the Ville. They now have a braider and over 15 barbers available to you. Call them at 502-907-0010 or visit them at 2251 Hikes Lane in the Bardstown Square Shopping Center.
It's your girl Kiwizi, aka Miss Multiple Streams, if you know what I mean. And we are back, and it's the Kickback. I got my boy here, and I got some more questions because just
My name is 5G the
go ahead.
Truth.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
5G the Truth.
Go ahead.
That's my name.
That's your name.
Yeah.
That's your name.
Yeah.
You're funny. But listen, I do want to talk about the basketball team that you guys started because, like we said in the last topic, the kids are very important to our community and the future.
Yeah.
So, what was the the background behind starting that basketball team?
Well, shout out to close dear friend, and I say friend because he's a confidant.
Okay.
He's a Philippian. He's a good dude. Shout out to Bruce Sweeney. Bruce came up with the idea for the Breeway Warriors.
That's what's up.
And if you know me, if you worked around me, if you know me, I like to help people.
Right.
But the situation's got to make sense. And I seen him working hard. I seen that he could need some help.
Definitely.
So I reached out to Bruce after the initial everything was done. Bruce, he had everything done, and I told him, look, I just want to help y'all raise some money.
Okay.
And ever since then, it's been up. Because those kids represent a struggle. Those kids represent a era in a moment that we all can talk about right now.
Definitely.
And so I thought it was just a really good idea that they came up with the Freeway Warriors to be able to infiltrate the streets on a different manner than marching and showing that good things can come out of a bad situation.
Most definitely.
So shout out to Bruce Sweeney and the Breeway Warriors.
Shout out to them. Shout out to them kids.
Absolutely.
I love to see kids play basketball and stuff. So it's
and they
powerful.
good too.
I believe it.
And they can eat. My credit card bills, they can eat.
Hey, I believe it.
I love them though.
There's a whole bunch of them, so I believe that they don't play.
Yeah, I take care of them.
Most definitely. So what do you feel like is the biggest struggle for a black person in America?
Systematic racism.
Elaborate.
What not? I mean, everything that we look at, from the way we're judged in courts, the way we're judged in jobs, the way we're judged when we're going to get loans from the bank, from where we're going to get cars off the lot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't even really get a good nothing without them having to run a credit. But we also know now that that's systematic racism because of the way they're classifying you in the system.
Yeah.
I know that didn't make sense, but it does make sense.
It does make sense.
Yeah. So I
it
mean,
ain't gonna make sense to them though.
Right. So the way I've been able to navigate through the systematic racism is education. Back to education.
Education is key.
Education is key.
That's what you said.
Right. I sure did.
Definitely.
So that's what if you know the law, then why would you break it?
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you knew the odds of you going in to get a loan, but you never looked at your credit report, why would you go?
True.
So, I mean, that's how I look at it. The only way around systematic racism is education.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for someone who needs a little bit more education, do you recommend them going the college route or just trying to learn something on their own?
Some people are just not, school material.
True.
You know what I mean? So, some people don't know how to read or write.
True.
and some of the most successful people.
That's crazy.
So I mean, it's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. I'm always going to say, because I have children, that education is first and foremost.
Most definitely.
All my kids are going to college.
That's what's up.
I have 2 daughters right now. My oldest 2 daughters, both of them are already graduated from college, and Tatiana's about to be a doctor.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah. So I mean, but they seen their daddy go to college.
Right.
They seen their daddy graduate. So I mean, I'm depending on who you are, you know. To me, education is key. You know.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
You
I mean,
gotta have it.
because when I was in the military, I mean, I had to go to MOS school. I had to learn how to drive a truck. I had to go to a PMI instructor class in Quantico to learn how to shoot my weapon.
Mm-hmm.
I had to go, you see what I'm saying? I had to do I had to get taught something in order for me to swim 300 yards with a pack on my back and my weapon slung on me. I had to learn how to swim. So they sent us to school in North Carolina to teach us on how to swim. So it comes back to education. What are you learning? How can you learn something new if you're not being taught anything? So college just isn't, to me, I think we got this stigma that you have to be in college to learn.
True.
No, you can pick up, I mean, I like to read ebooks. On my I got a Kindle. I took my daughter's Kindle. She didn't want it no more. I download, and I just, you have
Give her
to.
a Kindle back.
Man, you look, what doctor, you have a doctor, right?
Yes.
When you go in your doctor's office, what do you usually see?
What do you mean?
Like on the shelves, you know, what do you usually see in the doctor's office? In his office?
What? Oh, well, his office?
Yeah, or he or she.
I don't go in his office, or well, not. You talking about
After
like
your
personal
evaluation, yeah.
office? You know,
No?
the normal stuff.
Books.
Yeah, a whole bunch of paper.
They done went to school for 13-some years, but they still read, right?
Sure.
Because you still got to continue. The brain is, you have to continue to feed the brain. So, I mean, school.
So how many books do you read regularly?
I try to read at least 2 ebooks a week,
Okay.
at least.
Any
But I'm a
specific-
current events type of person, so I'm always reading about what happened 10, 20, 30 years on the day of today.
Okay.
Does it make sense?
To learn about the history.
Right. So what happened today, 20 years from today?
Okay.
Because if you notice, history just repeats itself. Same thing we were talking about the Afghanistan. If they would have noticed, the Great Britain back in the 17s or the 1873 invaded Afghanistan 3 different separate times.
Oh.
And each time they stayed for 20 to 30 years.
Whoa.
Right.
And we don't know
and
that.
they left.
And we don't know that.
Then the Russians, the Russians then invaded Afghanistan 2 times. And then they left.
So they just play.
And then we went over there. So, I mean, a lot of the things that we see, it just happens over and over and over and over. And then when you start to see, you be like, okay, why do those things happen? Well, you wouldn't know if you didn't know your history. And in order to know your history, you have to read.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's true. I feel it. I definitely feel it. So let's talk about like your job title in the Navy. How does it?
Navy.
I'm sorry.
No, we don't have no Navy boys over there.
Marine.
The Navy paid me. Second, the Marines.
The Marines.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Listen, so many branches, I can't keep up.
Marine, 2nd Marine Division.
2nd Marine Division.
Division.
Yeah. Marine Corps.
Marine Corps.
Okay.
The War Boys.
Not the War Boys though.
I mean, that's what they called us. You know, you called us 2nd Marine Division, you know, you was in trouble.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because y'all was the boys going to war.
Yeah.
Dang.
You didn't want the 2nd Marine Division.
Was that
Google
like
it.
first round pick or something like that?
We just 2nd Marine Division, we went to boot camp in Paris Island.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know where Paris Island is.
Google it.
I will.
There you go.
I'm gonna do my research. I gotta do my research on that. So as far as with your job title, how does it? I mean, technically now, are you a civilian?
Mm-hmm.
If so, how does that job title, go with
Coincide.
your everyday? Yeah, with your everyday to day
Civilian
basis.
sector. It's
Because
be a-
it's different.
I mean, it's
Especially
so
since you're
different. I
out
think that's
now.
why my tolerance is so low.
Okay.
And
Cause you ready to blow the
because
gun?
I'm like, no.
I'm just playing.
Because some things like there's unless you're around it or taught it, the critical thinking in the civilian sector is very slim to none.
True.
Okay, so, but the military teaches you in everything you do, you critical think. Everything.
Okay.
You know, you're thinking of who, what, when, where, and how before you even go into the situation. Right?
That
So
makes
it's
sense.
yeah. So being around civilians, like, they're impulsive. You know what I mean? It's, we got to do this right now. Versus, I may sit on something for like 6 months, just to really look at on how I'm going to strategically get it right off the bat.
You gotta-
'Cause I
you
ain't
gotta
got no
plot
time to
sometime.
wait.
Yeah, you gotta
know what I mean?
plot.
See, civilians, I call it plotting. It's just like a villain.
Well, you're in preparation then, in other words.
Right, because if you're not in preparation, and then you'll never be ready for your opportunity.
True.
Right.
That's good. I understand. Man, you give us some gems today. Let's talk about this. What is the biggest gem that you can give to anyone? Just like as far as something that you feel like they need to know.
The biggest gem?
Yeah, that you can give to anyone. Business owner, artist, you know, someone trying to make a difference in their life. What's something that has stuck with you that you could teach someone?
Get a closer relationship with God.
Yes, Lord. Praise the Lord.
Yeah.
Praise the Lord.
Get a closer relationship with God, and everything else is gonna work out.
Hey,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. That's all we
Man,
need.
look.
Listen, cause
That's
he
it.
he moves mountains.
That's it.
I like that. It's a very good gem.
it.
For
Get a
everyone
close
now here who's
relationship with
not
God.
having a close relationship with God,
That's it.
I agree with them to tap in.
That's it. Tap in.
Man, what's your favorite church song? You got a favorite?
He saw the best in me.
Okay. I wasn't ready, but I love that song too.
I mean, if it's got a melody, I like it.
Okay,
You know, but anything talking about God, I'm with it.
definitely.
Yeah.
I'm out for it too.
Absolutely.
God is good.
God is great.
How has He blessed you and changed your life to be a better person that you are today?
Just knowing when you doing right by God, then you don't have a worry. If that makes sense.
Yes, Lord.
Like, it's okay to go to sleep peacefully, but when you have a relationship with God, that sleep is different. You know what I mean?
Hit different, don't it?
And that
Yes,
sleep
Lord.
is different. And I mean, those are the things that peace of mind gets you when you have a relationship with God, because God will move all that stuff out of your way.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? All things formed shall not prosper. You know, and God would do that for you. So I say, just get a better relationship with God.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I agree with you. If you could plant your seed in the community, what would be your next thing to plant?
That's a good question,
I know.
because I'm trying to think of what I already did.
You got a minute to answer.
I think if I had an opportunity to plant a seed in the community, it would definitely be, I don't know. I mean, you threw me all
It's
the way
like
off.
you
with that
gonna
one.
figure it out.
You know what? But that's okay, because nobody's ever asked me that question. So maybe I need to go home. See, you said something earlier. You said that young people are teaching older people, but older people can learn from younger people to
Definitely.
unlearn and relearn.
Yeah.
Nobody in my whole career has ever asked me that question.
Yeah.
So guess what you just did? You just taught me something, right?
Yes.
You see how that works?
Yes.
Right.
I know.
So can I shoot to that answer?
Yeah, we
when
can.
I come up with it?
Definitely.
Then I need to really think about
Definitely.
that, because obviously it's something I'm not doing.
Definitely. I did a good job.
Man.
I'm doing a good job now. But listen, with that being said, I want to thank you for
Absolutely.
coming on the show and give us, some of your time. You got a lot of gems that you dropped, and I hope
Thank you.
everybody was paying attention, man,
Thank you.
and tapping into everything that you got going on. Where can they find you?
I'm on social media, Ray Ali Muhammad. You can catch me on Instagram, Ray Ali Muhammad. Website, www.truthbetold.com. I think that's it.
That's it.
Oh, you got on YouTube. Yeah, all that.
Same
But
thing.
if you following me on my page, I always say hit the line 502-994-1881.
Yeah.
You need anything with T-Mobile, hit me up. Direct shipment. You ain't got to come to the crib. You ain't got to come nowhere. I can call you on the phone and order whatever. iPads.
Hey,
Don't get me started.
Mr. Multiple Streams is in the
Don't
building,
get me
y'all.
started. I'm trying to be good.
Most definitely.
Absolutely.
Most definitely. It's been a pleasure, man. I really appreciate you.
Invite me back.
I got you.
Matter of fact, next time I come, I'm going to have that answer for you.
Perfect.
But not only am I going to have that answer, I'm going to have an example on what I did
Okay.
to plant in the city.
All right.
Yeah. How about that?
That's cool.
As a matter of fact,
You gonna help me plan it?
you gonna help me
I knew you
plan
was gonna say that.
You're going to help me plan it.
All right, I got you. It's good. It's a
Absolutely.
bet. Definitely. Next time. Until next time, y'all. It's been another lit episode of the Kickback, man. I am your girl Kiwi, aka Miss Multiple Streams, if you know what I mean. And I do got the one and only 5G, the truth, in here today. And we about to get up out of here, man. We had enough. Y'all had enough. We got to go. Peace.
Are you a poet for the people? Illuminating the emotions of those who know what suffering from an unjust system feels like. Everyone doesn't have the opportunity to hold a crowd by the ears, so for us to take on that role with our God-given craft, it's only right. Are you a poet for the people? A destiny meant not for the weak. We too have suffered trials and tribulations, experienced in rebuilding what was once torn down with the words that we speak.
No Limit Cleaning. Your dirt is our business. Commercial cleaning. We educate people on compliance to get through the COVID crisis. Call us at 502-299-0714. No Limit Cleaning. Your dirt is our business. Again, that's 502-299-0714.
Changing Image Barbershop is your best choice for your family haircuts. Just off of Hikes Lane in the Bardstown Square Shopping Center. Changing Image Barbershop has lots of parking and plenty of seats inside with a great family environment where every customer is treated professionally and like family. They specialized in the newest styles and cuts. Changing Image is the best barbershop in the Ville. They now have a braider and over 15 barbers available to you. Call them at 502-907-0010 or visit them at 2251 Hikes Lane in the Bardstown Square Shopping Center.
Oh.